Dr. Lokappa sir, Dr. Vimala, and Dr. Bhargavi madam, and all my colleagues who belongs to the same fraternity. It's an opportunity to share some of the knowledge which goes to various, we call as a domain area, especially one of the emerging trend in IT and then other factors of the science day, on the eve of the science day. There is a very specific word, still I remember, knowledge is a burden if we cannot share. That if you compare the situation, I believe science is also going to be a burden if it cannot reach us to a common person, as a common people. There are the many technical aspects we are emerging, but still somewhere the advancement or the application should benefit to the human. If you look, always the technology has a two phase of it. One is you take and apply it, it will give a maximum benefit to the human. The science word or the intellectuality begins with innovation and the creativity. And where exactly we are standing by comparing another advancement. You compare with Germany, we compare with an Israel, and we compare with US and the UK. Somewhere we become a very stereotypic and a narrow thought of process. And somewhere the government is also stakeholder. We encourage all the innovators, we encourage all the young entrepreneurs to encourage the science should reach to a common people. Right? There are the various applications if you compare with. It's talking about, especially in an IT industry, one of the most emerging is how when you compare the data is a pumped in. Every day we put a lot of data into a system, we call it as a server. Through your WhatsApp, through the Facebook, through the internet technologies are dumping everything. So there are the three important V's we have to focus. One is the volume of a data which is increasing, and the varieties of a data, and the velocity of a data. So mainly, one of the most trend in an IT industry is when they increase the data, how do we scale up for finding some pattern which is going to be help us. Every day we keep on dumping a lot of data into a system. You think, sir, what these people are going to do it? Velocity of a data is increasing day by day by increasing the volume. But this volume is not a uniform state of a mind. It has the varieties of a data. And business people, how these comparative data which is a dumping into a convert into a knowledge based. One of the best trend in IT industry, these varieties of data can be converted into a revenue models, we call it as a business analytics. This is one of the open frame and lot of open source applications are there. Now knowledge is only the streamed with a certain set of people. The knowledge is vast. And as the scientific advancement increasing, it's an open level. Nobody help us, but if you have a desire, the entire world is open now. There's a lot of deeper learning applications. If you compare the conventional way of learning, the teacher is only one source. But in advancement of technology, you can gather the lot of resources from many ways. So this means that the science is such an open platform now. You pick up any skill. Still I heard that lot of Ramanujan theorems are still underived. Lot of technological advancement still we need to achieve. By keeping that perspective in mind, one thing is very much clear. Now open-handedly, if you decide yourself, the science is going to be the help each and every human, and mainly sustainable development. Why do we focus on sustainable development? The reason here is most of the development somewhere it spoils a human say, but the sustainable development will encourage us to develop the technology and the scientific application that keeps uncompromising of our future. So we have to think that the science gives you the maximum scope for our intellectuality, our easiness of a human life, but we should not compromise for the future generations. So if you see the fuel, petrol you take, the diesel you take, one end, at one particular day it's going to be end up. So what you can do, you have a plan B. You have another sustainable energy like a solar energy. Now the government is encouraging, our science and department is encouraging to think innovative application so that our renewable energy can help the human beings to come up with various innovative projects. So my dear students, science is not only, please don't limit with only the day where you can think of it. Science is a everyday's affair. And the science is every day, every moment, and every human being's part of development. We cannot think only on the day of the science. Each and every corner, every nook of our society needs an inculcation of the innovation and the creativity. So, at the same time, one more thing you always need to remember, science does not only applicable to only a scientific advancement. There are the n number of open source applications are there. There are n number of technological advancement as there. You compare the just thinking on the Google. You type the keyword called an apple. It reads your mind. What kind of an apple you are looking? You are looking an apple as a fruit, or you are looking an apple as company, or you are looking apple as an electronic device. You know, such an artificial intelligence is coming. For the future, next 5 years down the line, entire technological things are coming up as an artificial intelligence, which is equivalent to human thinking. It multifolds our intellectuality, where the technology is many-folding. At the same time, the race begins with our thinking should be more than what the technology is giving us back. Right? So here, many times you try now with the Google, you type, keep on typing. You know, it study your mind. So first time when you type the keyword as an apple, it remember that is what kind of a nature that you are associated with that browser, that the search engine. Next time when you sit on the system, first it suggests you, are you seriously looking the same kind of an answer or something else? So this means that somewhere your computer is studying your behavior. So it's called a behavioral pattern. And in neuroscience, most of the doctors, they diagnose based on the cases. That's what we call as a data mining. See, if you historically compare all these diagnoses as one stack of it, somewhere the outcomes gives you the similarity. Oh, this person has the same kind of a diagnosis. They'll go on experimental and the trials. There's a n number of medicine trials are based on the diagnostic models that they create. In India, our science advancement is just a 10% of the world's contribution. So this means that we are still 90% we are lacking. Now the government has provided you many opportunities. All the young entrepreneurs, all the youngsters, if you are small kind of ignited in your mind about thinking a science, they'll help you in all the sides of it. So never think our policies are there, our encouragement are there, our support system are there. So now the government is thinking how to provide an accessibility so the good entrepreneurs can come and good the scientific advancement and it should be happen in India. So I highly appreciate now the current policies. It encourages our society to improve and reach to a highest level of scientific advancement. At the same time, all of you, as an youngsters, you need to remember science and spirituality should go hand in hand. Humans, we reach at any advancement, we reach at any level of advancement, still the human emotions are bound to affect. Human emotion should work in the, that's what the APG first told, cloning is a good, it's an advance of a science, but at the same time, it kills the humans. So we should oppose that. We should oppose a science which makes a human narrow capability and the narrow potentiality. We encourage the science which helps the human technologically think many folds. So, my only humble suggestion is all of you youngsters, including us, all the fraternity of teaching, we take the students instead of only the stereotypic of a science forum and then activities, let them think beyond our reach, beyond their thinking reach. So, and the whole world is in open arm now. Entire world, you can go to anywhere in the world. There's a small boy of a 9th year, said DPF is at Delhi. Now, he is one of the contributor to the satellite in India. So this means a 9th standard boy can contribute for the various technical articles. Why can't we think about it? So now, especially, we reached an emerging stage where we can say that we are good in the master leaders of satellites, sending so many satellites to the sky. But still, bottom line of our technology should reach to all the community of people, all the age of people. And I wish all of you a great thought process for this session, and I congratulate you on this wonderful session. I thank you one and all for giving me an opportunity for share my knowledge for the Q&A. Thank you very much.